The cult of Trump is continuing its apocalyptic crusade across Red America with yet another one of his traveling salvation shows. Following his humiliation in Georgia last month, where the paltry crowd was seen exiting while he was still in mid-rant, Trump ventured to Michigan to give it another go. One of the reasons that Trump's circus is drawing fewer fans is that he insists on replaying the same tedious bits at every fan fest. His set list consists solely of shouting at the fake news, chanting "lock her up" whenever Hillary Clinton is mentioned, and his interminable whining that the 2020 election was rigged and stolen from him. The big lie was once again featured on Saturday night. The evening's fare was foreshadowed in the event's opening prayer, delivered by a fully ordained minister of Trumpism who warmed up the audience with this appeal to the Lord. So now God is being recruited as a witness to Trump's divine ascendancy to the throne of America. You would think that a pastor would be reticent to lie so blatantly to God's face by calling Trump the current and true president when he clearly is not. Contrary to God raising Trump up, he very plainly slammed him down, which is why he's still holding these pathetic freak shows. But the minister of lies continued saying that, with that declaration, the affair was off to a bizarre and sacrilegious start. The audience was now ready for the main abstraction: Donald Trump. And he didn't disappoint, well, no more than usual. As expected, Trump addressed the big lie in a tirade that he pretended would be brief. That should satisfy the deadenders that showed up for this spectacle. After all, everyone recalls how Trump delivered on his promises to produce a healthcare plan in 2 weeks. Or his infrastructure program. Or his border wall. He is nothing if not consistently wrong. He's had more than a year to produce evidence of election fraud and has utterly failed to do so. Not that any of his glassy-eyed disciples will notice or hold him accountable to his word. By the way, when Trump referred to Truth to Vote, he was mangling the name of the wholly discreditable conspiracy crackpots at True the Vote, who have never produced anything remotely related to the truth. Undaunted, Trump continued saying that Trump frequently claims that the media covering his rallies are turning their cameras on and off depending on what he's saying. That is, of course, delusional. Although it is true that most of the TV news networks, including Fox News, stopped carrying his rallies long ago. They realized that there was nothing newsworthy about his vein-bursting rage-a-thons. They are just full of nonsense, like when you hear mail-in ballot you can guarantee you have a corrupt election. Never mind that Trump himself votes by mail-in ballot. So do all of the voters of 5 states: Colorado, Hawaii, Oregon, Utah, and Washington. So does most of our military, deployed away from home. And even in his remarks, Trump notes that the voters of Michigan received applications for mail-in ballots, not the ballots themselves. So there is no opportunity for voter fraud. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this edition of the news. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time. Bye.